Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
I don't look like I have HIV. How can you tell when a person looks like they have HIV? If you're looking at me now and you don't think that I look like I have HIV. Y'all said y'all wanted the tea, so I'm gonna give you the tea. A lot of the symptoms that I experienced while I was going through the acute stage of HIV are symptoms, with the exclusion of some, but most of them are symptoms that people experience when they're battling a cold or like the flu or COVID. There are a few overlaps. That doesn't mean that you have HIV. And I will add on that a lot of people are asymptomatic. A lot of people don't experience the same symptoms that I did. And that does not mean that they don't have HIV. If you
tired of seeing our women act like whores instead of goddesses. I'm tired of black men acting like niggas instead of gods. I'm tired of our men like Beta trying to debate with the woman. It's my show. It's not happy wife, happy life. Happy man is God's plan. You the head. You the head. You the head. I'm the head. Masculinity is not advocation, it's application. I'm applying who I am to my life, and whoever is attracted to that, that is who I choose for a partner. I'm not here trying to convince you of who I am. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna let you the go. I'm not gonna, you gotta listen to me and you gotta, I'm letting you the doors that way. Fuck out of here. Bye. Ain't no U-turns neither. You don't ask a woman to be submissive. You just vibrate in a way that's gonna attract this submission. And for the sisters out there who don't understand the power and femininity, cool, good luck on trying to be a nigga. Because you'll never have a dick no matter how much you try. Black women, you cannot be a man. You're not a man. You want to hide something from a black woman? Give her $1. You want to hide something from a black woman? Give her a job. Give her a job. When you listen to these black women, what's the first thing they say? I don't need you. Well, break down lack of needing me. Women lead with emotion. We move off based upon what we know as men. This is why women can't lead. They move based upon how they feel. We move based upon what we know. That's the difference between the man and the woman. And those emotions are important for her to have. And our detachment for those emotions in order to make a decisive, rational decision is needed for us to have. And together, that is the perfect balance.
Salute, and welcome to class, gang. How y'all feeling? You're now tuned in to the Red Pill Heavyweight Champion of the World. Guys, what's going on, y'all? Sunday. Who want the smoke, guys? Who want the smoke? I got the title out. I got the belt out. Who want to cash in their money in the bank today? So we definitely gonna have a good show today. You know what I mean? It's the smoke show, so let me drop the link. Just in case I get any one of these triggered flying roaches, hopping frogs, and jumping kangaroos. You know what I mean? Where's the link at? Let me drop that. You know what I mean? Because when we get on these topics, these are the topics that bring them out. It bring them out. You know what I mean? Bring them out. We talking about Black women must learn how to protect their own coochie. And yes, I'm talking about black women. I don't care what another woman do with her coochie. You know what I mean? I care about what black women do with their coochie. You know what I mean? Those are the women I sleep with. You know what I mean? Those are the women my son like. So those are the women that need to do better. Now, we ain't going to push this information on nobody else today. We going to break it down to the core. Why y'all need to protect your own coochie. You are responsible for your own coochie. All right? So let's pop it straight on in. Let's get it straight. Let's pop it off. You know what I mean?
Miss Shine, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live.
Good question.
If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now. If I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay. So you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
Now, don't you hop your educate itself on that link unless you can answer that question. Who is responsible? Because it got quiet there, right? Because this conversation is easy, and I don't understand for the life of me why y'all cannot get this simple concept. It's quite a simple concept, right? Y'all run around here with the right to claim my body, my choice, right? Your body, your choice. Right there, you can't escape being responsible for your own coochie. So if it's a million women running around here with my body, my choice, right? And then we got wild bad kids running around our community. The next generation is fucked up. We all could sit up here and say that the next generation of kids is doomed and it's not looking good, right? Even if we want to remove our kids from what we see as a whole, right? We all can sit up here and agree that the next generation, right? So who body, who choice was that? To have those kids, raise those kids, and have those kids' father be who those kids' father are. Who body, who choice is that? This is why this is a very easy concept. Very easy concept. And you really can't escape it if you have some common sense. So you can deflect. You can focus on the man. But it ain't even babies y'all got to worry about. See, y'all just focus on the incentive to unplanned and unsecure sex. You know what I mean? Y'all focus so much on the benefit y'all get from being irresponsible for y'all desire for raw D. But today, I'ma really go in depth to why, man, you need to be responsible for your own coochie. All right? Let's get back to that intro because y'all worry about this baby, but y'all forget, sis, you gonna open that thing wide open and you gonna let the wrong thing creep in. And you can blame the man all you want. You still gonna have that thing. You gonna have that snappy wappy dugout.
I don't look like I have HIV. How can you tell when a person looks like they have HIV? If you're looking at me now and you don't think that I look like I have HIV. Y'all said y'all wanted the tea, so I'm gonna give you the tea. A lot of the symptoms that I experienced while I was going through the acute stage of HIV are symptoms, with the exclusion of some, but most of them are symptoms that people experience when they're battling a cold or like the flu or COVID. There are a few overlaps. That doesn't mean that you have HIV. And I will add on that a lot of people are asymptomatic. A lot of people don't experience the same symptoms that I did. And that does not mean that they don't have HIV. If you
All right, real quick. Salute, yo. This the Wing Eagle. You already know, man. This the best title. I hope Cody cash in his title and get this one. Get this one, Cody. Bring this one back. Cody, bring the Wing Eagle back. But it's a hell of a title. And to answer your question, right? Sunday is our smoke show day. That's the day where all the non-believers and all the people that think they know better than the fifth grader, they come out and they try to challenge me with their beliefs that they've been using for years and it ain't been getting them nowhere, right? But this belt symbolizes me putting an end to all of that. And I'm very proud that I'm the champion, the heavyweight champion of the Red Pill YouTube section. So that's what the title for. The title is because I like it and I wanted to put it on my shoulder and remind y'all who the champ is. You know what I mean? That's what it's for. You got to learn how to really embrace what you like. It ain't about what other people gonna say or what other people like. You might not like it, right? But guess what? That's your business. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No shade. That's just I'm answering your question. You know what I mean? Because it's a good question. Like you're like, what we here talking about? But this is it's called self-improvement and it's called confidence. It's called emotional intelligence and it's called not caring, really not caring about the things that's not important. You know what I mean? But this is my title. You know what I mean? When you see me pull this title out, I'm ready. I'm ready for the smoke. You know what I mean? It's going down. But yeah. Yeah, you saw what she was talking about though, guys? Let's not distract from the overall message. That girl right there, she trying to pretend like she happy, but she got the monster. But I'll tell you one thing about Bianca, and we're going to get to Bianca, right? I'll tell you one thing about her. She will admit that she was fully responsible for not protecting her coochie. And the young ladies, do you think the man cared that she got AIDS? The man that gave her AIDS or she gave AIDS to, he died. He passed away. He gone. So you can stand around here and blame the man, but you still have it. And in her case, she have the monster. In your case, you have the baby. All right? But it's going to start by understanding the man that you chose. It's not his fault that you allow him to go in your raw. That was your responsibility. Remember, ladies, he can't come in. And I mean that all wholeheartedly. He can't come in unless you open the door. Salute to my sister, the queen. And you know, I don't throw that title around frivolously. So if I call her, if I crown her, if I name her the queen, I name her the queen. And my sister is in here. Take heed to the message. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Check her out, guys. And my ladies, my sisters with sense, especially, because I know sometimes your brother, Mr. Goodbread, y'all know I ain't got no sense, and I keep my foot on the majority neck every day. But she speaks for the minority of sisters that got sense. So she the way she structured her show be for y'all. You know what I mean? So y'all could give me a break and go check her out. You know what I mean? Go check out and get the woman's point of view. You know what I mean? The conservative, virtuous woman point of view. And no, we not perfect. We not no angels. We ain't gonna sit here and act like, you know what I mean? We know the people y'all be looking for, y'all deem as perfect. They come with church hats, and no offense to people that have church hats, but they come with crease pants and ties and bow ties and shit. How is that information working for you? Receiving the information from those types of individuals, how is that working for you? Are you winning? Are you winning? But y'all better go on over there. Y'all know, stay tuned over here. We doing it big, y'all. We doing it big. We really bringing the truth, not the half truth, but the whole truth. So real quick, guys, let's get it. Let's get it. I've been doing too much talking, you know what I mean? I like to deliver the content. I said something that was key back a little back. I said that these women run around here with this my body, my choice mindset, right? And then they got the nerve to blame the man for nothing in them and for the man for being a runoff, giving them a baby, then running off as if it wasn't their body, their choice. So they chose this shit, and then they want to turn around and blame the man for their choosing. Let's go, y'all.
Why is abortion an important issue for women?
Because it's our body, our choice.
Because it affects our bodies, our lives, our mental health, everything to do with ourselves.
Women have the right to choose what they want to do with their bodies. So
having the government decide what...
Wait. Hold up. Why is... Now, salute to my brother is complicated. I love you like cook food. But why is you even questioning that person right there? Why are you questioning her? Why is you questioning that transformer woman? Why? She can't have a baby. She's in high delusion. I can guarantee right now, and ain't none of her answers gonna be correct. Ain't none of her answers gonna be logical. How much y'all wanna bet? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think her answers are gonna be logical. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all already know this little transgender man here fitting everything fitting to be real victim. 2 in the chat if y'all think everything finna be victim, man. Let's go, man. I'm not even gonna be interrupting this, so I'll wait to the end to kill him.
what they want to do with their bodies. So
having the government decide what we do with our own bodies is not the best idea. It's healthcare. It's not government decision.
Would you agree that abortion by and large is consequence-free sex for women?
No. No, it's not.
Why is that?
Oh, that's a good question.
So why would you answer, sis, so confidently if you ain't even think about what you was answering? You see what I mean? I feel. Now you're stuck. It's the mindset, guys. It's the I got to be a victim. I told you 85% of these women wouldn't know how to breathe or function if they wasn't able to pull that umbrella, that victim umbrella, and operate under victimhood and secrecy and lie. That's what it all come down to. I'm a victim. Can you at least try before you claim victimhood? Like,
Is it consequence free for men too? If a woman can decide to have an abortion?
Potentially. I mean, it's a consequence-free sex for men and women.
Yeah.
Why are...
Yo, do you see, you can't make this shit up, man. Why do we go from thinking about what we need to do and what we need to know for us, to the opposite sex, to the men? Can't make this up.
98% of abortions elective?
Elective?
Like chosen rather than required surgery.
Probably just wrong place, wrong time.
Would you agree that abortion by and large is consequence-free sex for women?
I don't think it should be, no. I feel like it is.
Would you agree that abortion by and large is consequence-free sex for women?
Yes.
Did you know that you could get...
Oh, that's crazy, though. She kept it official, though. Out of all of them, that one kept it official, yo. Okay, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. You know how I am. Shit, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I stand corrected. But she kept it a buck on that one. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
To an extent, yes.
Wouldn't prostitution be consequence-free sex for men, except it wouldn't involve killing of an embryo?
Yes, unfortunately, but yeah, that's a good question. I guess technically it's not free sex because you're paying for it. So,
isn't abortion sex without accountability, while prostitution is sex without liability?
Fair enough, yeah.
I wouldn't say abortion is not sex without accountability. I feel like if you're going for abortion, that's taking accountability for having sex. So,
do you believe sex is a need or a want?
It's a want, because of lust.
If sex is not a need for men, then why is abortion a need for women? Can't women just masturbate like men?
Women can masturbate like...
My boy is complicated, yo. You ain't shit, man. That boy is complicated with them hard-ass questions, boy. Woo! One more time, man.
Miss Shine, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live.
Good question.
If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now. If I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay. So you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
Like men, but at the same time, women choose to do the abortion because they don't want to deal with the responsibility of having a child when you opened your legs or whatever you did to make that child, so you don't want to take the responsibility for that.
So then wouldn't that mean that abortion is consequence-free sex for women?
It is. You're absolutely right.
Why is prostitution seen as more disgusting than abortion would be seen as disgusting?
Having multiple sex partners is, it's nasty.
Because it's socially accepted. Abortion is socially accepted, as opposed to seeing a woman on the corner and seeing her in provocative clothing. You're like automatically judging, as opposed to seeing someone, not knowing someone's going into a clinic and going under that procedure. It's just more socially accepted.
Abortion it covers so many people. Women indicate over 50% of the population.
And prostitution, I think, if you're a consenting adult and you want to do that, like in Amsterdam, they regulate it. They have safety measures in place and someone is agreeing to do that. If you want to have an abortion, it's because you are not either mentally, financially. There's so many other reasons you wouldn't be able to take care of that child, and you wouldn't be able to give it a good life.
Why is a woman more entitled to killing a baby that's being formed than a man fulfilling his sexual needs?
Well, because a man holds a lot of power within within the cum. Let's say that. Like, of course, a woman has a uterus and is able to provide life and have and make life, but a man is also key to forming life.
Why do women claim to be the creators of life when the child is wanted, yet as soon as the pregnancy is unplanned, it suddenly becomes the man's fault for not wearing a condom?
Oh my God damn, yo. I think we owe. I would love to hear this answer.
You wasn't hate when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck the son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his ass. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want look. All you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddammit talking about preach it, preacher, preach it, preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker.
Suddenly becomes the man's fault for not wearing a condom.
See, I believe it's both persons' responsibility, not just the man's. So,
which of the following is worse? Sex outside marriage or killing a baby?
Killing a baby.
Sex outside marriage, I guess.
I would say, yeah, sex outside of marriage is worse than killing a baby. I don't necessarily consider it killing a baby when you have an abortion. So,
why is abortion more?
That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. That mentality is crazy. I'm sorry, boy. These niggas is going to hell, boy. Straight to hell.
I don't even care no more. All y'all going to hell. My wife is going to hell. My kids is going to hell. You are going to hell. Everybody, you going to hell. Stop playing. You going to hell. You going to hell too. You're going to be the lead musician in hell with the devil. You going to hell. Hell. Everybody, don't play no more. Hell. Say everybody.
More socially acceptable than prostitution?
That is a good question.
What is the best e-commerce business to start today? Is it drop shipping from China and selling on Shopify?
I'm actually not sure about that one. That is a very good question.
If sex is a need within marriage, why would it be any less of a need outside marriage?
I don't really know how to answer that one, actually.
Prostitution was made legal, even though they act like it's illegal. It was made legal in like places like Vegas or LA, so it's a lot more open. You go down the right streets and you'll just see prostitution openly, versus when people say, "Oh, just killing the innocent baby," but they don't see how prostitution, you're 9 out of 10, they're gonna get pregnant too.
Why wouldn't pro-lifers want to legalize safe and regulated prostitution to minimize unwanted pregnancies?
It's kind of a catch-22 with that one. It's still frowned upon in today's society, I suppose.
Wouldn't that reduce the need for abortions? I mean, doesn't a man need sex a lot more often than a woman needs an abortion?
That's true. Yes, you got me there. Yes.
Men feel they need sex more.
If sex is a need within marriage, why wouldn't it be any less of a need outside marriage?
Because when you do it outside of marriage, you create something like a baby, and you basically don't. Some couples don't end up together, so you're basically on your own and you're struggling with the baby. And nowadays, babies they're not cheap. So you doing it on your own and being independent, which I do love independent women, but at the same time, you still need a man in your life. That's why marriage is important, because a man will always be by your side and always be there in the marriage and with your children.
If a lot of men don't want to get married, what are men supposed to do to fulfill those needs?
I guess premarital sex.
Why should abortion be cheap and accessible any more than prostitution should be cheap and accessible?
Well, sometimes
abortion is not cheap. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
That shit's almost $1,000.
Have you seen the price of prostitution?
I could
Depending
never.
on the woman, the caliber of her experience, the looks, and her physical appearance.
If a man has to drive to a different state to get a prostitute, why shouldn't a woman have to drive to a different state to get an abortion?
I don't really think it's the same. Like, I guess, like, you know, like I said, like, sex is more of like a want. And so, you know, if you're wanting to drive to a different state to get a prostitute or do whatever you got to do to fulfill your needs. That's whatever. That's your decision. But if you have something happen to you and you need a way out of it, like getting an abortion from an unwanted pregnancy, it should be accessible in your state. You shouldn't have to drive across the country to do that.
Which of the following is worse? A woman's fear of getting pregnant or a man's fear of 18 years of child support?
Both. I think they're equally. Pregnancy.
How would the overturning of Roe versus Wade benefit men when men are now more likely to get baby trapped?
Baby trapped is insane.
It's not insane, bitch. It's not insane.
I'm gonna tell y'all some G-ass shit. It don't matter how much you want to cap flaws and fake. A lot of these hoes, bro, and I know this because I'm a female. I know how females talk. I know what a bitch be sitting around saying with their homegirls, young or old. A lot of these females, man, their mindset is to get with y'all and make you take care of them. Get all that they can get out of you. And the minute they ain't getting what society or what they homegirls or what they mammy told them they should be getting out of you, they'll fuck over you, use you, take you for all you got, or at least try to, or use a baby as a pawn to control the way the fuck you move because they couldn't control you. Y'all gotta understand, when you run across females with a different mindset, where they genuinely care about your well-being, where they give a fuck about submission and allowing their man to lead, where they give a fuck about actually, doing and vying for you and spoiling you the same way they want to be spoiled, that's a real bitch, boy. You better keep on your team. Who you faking trying to act like all these hoes got this type of mindset?
That's a whole fact, y'all. This is my baby right here. This is my baby. What she talking about? This right here. Because this is what make me go hard. I like to buy myself things like this. I like to treat myself to nice things. I like to simp on me. You know what I mean? And the fact that I like to simp on me attracts virtuous women like Miss Goodbread. You know what I mean? See how that work, guys? Remember, we the prize, but we got to make ourselves the prize, guys. It don't matter what she sound like, right? Because we not here to fuck every female talking. What is she saying? Is what she's saying a fact or not? You got to get out of the habit of having your information come from a certain look or sound like a certain something. You know what I mean? What does the truth sound like, Michael K? What does the truth sound like? You know what I mean? What does the truth sound like, sir? What does the truth look like? Make yourself a prize, bro. And stop basket hanging. Make yourself a prize.
Baby trapped, as you say. What's to say they won't just walk away without and leaving the consequences that they did technically create?
And it's much easier for a man to walk away, go move out of the country, move out of state and hide, than it is for a woman who has to carry something in their body for 9 months and then deal with the consequences of that for the rest of her life.
Why would women blame men for taking away rights if it ends up also hurting men in the process?
But how does it hurt men?
Because men are more likely to get stuck paying child support for kids that they didn't want.
See, they never even think about us, guys. They never seem to think about our end of things. They're
You hit in front of.
my bad. Sorry, guys. They're selfish thinkers, guys. You heard her? Well, how does it affect men? Ma'am. Look around. Look, ask your father. Ask your father. That's the problem, yo. Not too many people can ask their father. Play that back, bro. Just the lack of care. But y'all be caring though.
Women blame men for taking away rights if it ends up also hurting men in the process.
But how does it hurt men?
Because men are more likely to get stuck paying child support for kids that they didn't want.
Hi, my name's Hannah, and I'm here to show you how students can use Otter to make lectures and campus events more accessible and inclusive. As you can see, Otter uses AI to create notes for in-person and virtual lectures in real time as the lecture is happening. Otter's real-time notes.
No, I think you have a good point there. So,
because some men don't want to step up and be dad, so it shouldn't matter what they feel. Women's is the one that got to go through body changes for 9 months.
I knew the ignorance was going to come out soon. I knew the ignorance was going to rear its head. So all of those who put a 2 in there, y'all ain't wrong. Knew the ignorance, knew the lack of information because she can't make no baby. She can't. She's the carrier of a baby. So how is she speaking on this subject right here? How is she speaking on this subject right here? When we all know, we know what time it is. The man can't come in unless she opened the door. And, you know what I mean? The judge will tell you that. Their best friend will tell you that.
Have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you. It doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
Exactly, yo. So we gonna stop playing this dumb shit, man. We gonna stop playing this dumb shit. She let out all her anger. I told you. And there's some dudes that's just like her. And that's why I call them lesbian men. The simp dudes, they be having that energy just like her. They want to blame everything on the man. They want to hold man accountable. Like, damn, sir. And that's due to the multiple men they seen go in and out their crib, their front door, and they couldn't say nothing. They just had to act like they was asleep.
It hurts their pockets. It doesn't hurt them emotionally. It doesn't hurt them to the aspect of a woman's emotions.
But I do see the controversy in men and women in that sense too, because a lot of women are grimy as f- and will pull the, well, you know, I am going to get the security and we are.
Let's go, sis. Let's go, sis. Stop playing, yo. She talking from experience. She seen that shit, yo. You getting one of these, my sister. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Wake them up, sis. Stop playing with us. They want to play dumb. They ain't fitting to like you no more, sis. You ain't invited to the sisterhood no more. No mas. You're done, sis. You're done. I just want you to know that.
Aspect of a woman's emotions.
And I do see the controversy in men and women in that sense too, because a lot of women are grimy as f- and will pull the, well, you know, I am going to get the security and we are going to use the state and you're going to pay for my baby, but you can't see him or them, you know. I see that controversy right there.
What reproductive rights do men have in the first place?
Do they have any? None? I want to say none.
Why is it if a woman can't pay for her baby, she gets government assistance, but if a man can't pay for his baby, he goes to jail?
Man, listen. My nigga, they're gonna cancel you. It's complicated, yo. It's complicated. I gotta hit him on IG. Y'all go follow him on IG too. He on IG. Yo, you gonna get canceled for these questions, bruh. I just want you to know that. People don't like, and you got a couple more minutes before they start calling you gay and shit, you know what I mean? Because these are the questions that make you think. It don't taste good, man. It don't taste good.
I don't know why, but I do not think it's fair whatsoever.
I feel like it's the same reason why women have to be forced to hold on to a baby that they may not want or the dad might not want, but the men are just able to dodge child support with no problem and lead the women to do it by themselves.
Why is it when a father abandons his child, we call him a deadbeat dad, but when a woman aborts her child, we call it her choice?
Because people listening to society, it is her choice.
All right, so you feeling stupid right now. Shut up.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds.
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
When aborts her child, we call it her choice.
Because people listening to society, it is her choice. Why do dads get to be out in the clubs and having a great time while the woman at home taking care of baby by herself, but women go out, they whores and they this and that and they fast and you know they should be a better mom and stuff like that. Men don't get judged as hard.
Under 25 can't cook, can't clean. They don't want to work nothing. Niggas that's 31 and over get in relationships with them and wonder why shit ain't working. That's because all young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge their phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never off.
That's a whole fact. Michael K said they love to call men deadbeat dads when they're the real deadbeat dad. They're the real deadbeats having children out of wedlock by multiple men. That's a fact, though. And I told y'all guys, the actual word deadbeat, right? They use that in the banking system to label all of the people, the credit plan, the loaners. They label all of the loaners that pay their loans and pay their credit back on time. They label them deadbeats because they can't make any interest off of those people. So the actual root word of the deadbeat, that shit is a good term, yo. I wear that shit, man. I wore my shit the whole time, bro. Cause it's just a narrative to get you to buy in to the gynocratic system, guys. So don't let that shit bother you, bro. Don't let it bother you at all.
Why is my body, my choice acceptable when it comes to abortion, but not when it comes to prostitution?
Good question. We got to definitely discuss that. I don't know why that's okay. I feel like if that's okay, then we should be okay. If that's okay with abortion, then we should be okay with prostitution.
Shouldn't it be just as much a man's body, his choice to buy sex, as it's a woman's body, her choice to sell sex?
Of course.
The same way it should be a woman's choice to have a baby or not, or keep it or not.
Why are women quick to accept a woman who can sell sex, but are quick to shame a man who can buy sex?
Because men they make it uncomfortable sometimes. They whistle you walking down the street. They walk.
How the fuck can they make it uncomfortable when these bitches be walking outside butt ass naked? You see these hoes outside in the wintertime, guys. It be dead winter. The heap of winter, y'all. The whole heap of winter, and these bitches be outside on the strip. On the strip.
Gas station it's uncomfortable. You can't wear what you want to wear. You get looked at a certain way, so it's very uncomfortable being a woman sometimes. It's very hard.
Would you agree that a healthy sex life is part of a person's well-being?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the term sexually frustrated?
Yes.
Why is it when it comes to healthcare, people think it should be a right, but when it comes to sex, it should be a privilege?
I'm not sure why they do. But again, that's not very fair in retrospect for either. So
Aren't they both part of a person's well-being?
yeah, absolutely.
Why are they both so unaffordable?
I honestly don't know, but I, again, don't agree with it.
I guess just because that's how it is in America. I mean, it's not a privilege to have healthcare in any circumstance, whether it's abortion or not. You got to pay for it.
Why should abortion be covered under healthcare any more than prostitution would?
Medical procedure, I guess.
I've never had a problem struggling to pay for to afford sex. Not that I'm out here paying for it, but I wouldn't say that it's like unaffordable for most people. If you're in a happy relationship or find someone that
Cause you're a woman, sis. You're a woman. You have the coochies, sis. Fuck is you talking about?
it's attractive to you, like you are to them,
Isn't it
should
far
be pretty easy.
Isn't it far easier for a woman to get sex than it is for a man? I mean, women don't typically go to prostitutes, men do, right?
I don't know. I wouldn't know because I'm not a man. So.
Okay. If women no longer have to go through men to acquire finances, why are men still expected to go through women to acquire sex?
Truthfully, don't know. That's a really good question, actually.
Whoa.
What needs are women being deprived?
God damn it, man. It's complicated, yo. Get him some water, man. Get him some water, boy. Get him some water. Sheesh. Sheesh. One more time for that one, bro. One more time, yo. Are y'all writing this stuff?
Wouldn't know because I'm not a man. So.
Okay. If women no longer have to go through men to acquire finances, why are men still expected to go through women to acquire sex?
Truthfully, don't know. That's a really good question, actually.
What needs are women being deprived that they're forced to be with men?
None that I'm aware of.
What needs are women being deprived that they're forced to be with men?
The finances.
Well, women have equal employment opportunities. They can acquire their own finances without relying on a man.
The laziness. They want the easy route out, and which is OnlyFans, prostitution, so many other outlets of just exposing their body for money.
Isn't that privilege that men don't have?
No, not all the time.
There's a good amount of men on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, it's not even close to the majority. I mean, it's a very small minority compared to women, right? So women by and large have the opportunity to use their body and what was given to them and take the easy way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the problem. Should women be taxed on their income and use that money to subsidize prostitution for men?
They could, but I don't think so, no.
Why do we currently tax men's income to subsidize women's needs?
Because the world holds men accountable.
Men don't approach women anymore. And the real reason why they don't approach women anymore is not because you're successful. It's not because you're beautiful. They don't approach women anymore because these new day women, these modern day women are highly disrespectful. These women are so confused, right? They're so confused. They swear that nobody hollers at them. Nobody approaches them. No one pursues them. But why would a man pursue you when as soon as he even works up the nerve to say something to you, you reject him. You belittle him. You tell him that he's thirsty. You tell him that he's pressed. You tell him that he doesn't have enough money. You tell him that he does not qualify for your time or your attention. And then you wonder why they don't want to deal with you. This is why they're not approaching you. And this is the crazy part. You got a lot of women that are so stuck in time, right? They're not getting approached. No one wants to deal with them, right? And they won't even switch it up enough to even go at a man because they're scared of rejection. And I said it, men take rejection way better than women do. Women are delusional. Most women want to be lied to. A woman will put on an outfit knowing that she gained 30 pounds and have the nerve to come in front of you and say, do I look fat in this outfit? And if you say yes, you're the bad guy. We still love women. We don't mind pursuing women, but no one is chasing nobody, especially when it's not appreciated. Am I lying?
Guys, don't be thirsty. It's not attractive at all. Don't be a thirst bucket.
Don't be a thirst bucket, guys. And with that said, sisters, I'm going to give you some education. Like I said, y'all, check out my girl Take Heed. And y'all know I mess with my girl Love. So Love, take it away. And keep in mind, guys, we not here to love on love. We here for information. We here for information, guys. That's what's going to get us the win. Information. If you think you got to love on everything, and you're going to miss the information. You're going to be missing the information, guys. We already know, can't no woman teach a man how to be a man, but a woman could teach us some slick shit that the women be doing. So don't miss the message. Don't let it go over your head, all right? Don't let it go over your head. Come here to critically think. Leave all that manosphere shit and all that false shit. Leave that shit at the door. Leave it in the lockers, guys. Put it up. Come here with a critically thinking mind. All right? Now let's get it.
It's not something that we're doing nowadays with the intent to have children. I'm going to say this like 9, 10 times, right? Just a conditioning moment. Having unprotected sex nowadays is not being done with the intent or the idea or the thought on the front of a bitch or a nigga brain to produce a child. It's not. The large majority of people having unprotected sex are not doing that nowadays to have a baby. The sex that's being had without a condom, it's not being had to have a baby. Just because a man is willing to sleep with you without a condom on does not mean that he wants to have a baby. Women and men sleeping with each other with no protection, they're not doing it because they want to have a baby. People fucking raw nowadays are doing it for the feeling. They're doing it because they drunk. They're doing it because they're high. And I'm not saying these things as an excuse. I'm giving you the in the moment reason why they're doing this. So you're not like these older, or they don't even got to be older, these delusional bitches that keep trying to say, well, he was fucking me raw. So how you going to say he didn't want to have a baby with you? I'm telling y'all.
Exactly. All right, young ladies. How many of y'all saw the was at my book reading earlier with the this lady, the super head, super thought chick. Y'all saw, y'all heard. Remember, learn from these people, learn from these celebrities, learn from these influencers, their mistakes, so you don't make them. You saw how her upbringing was every bit, her relationship with her moms, her hell of a moms, was every bit of the reason she made every single bad choice, bad decision in her life, which led to the bad results, guys. Every single thing. Y'all remember that? You know what I mean? Y'all heard. If not, make sure before tonight close, or maybe tonight you go back and listen. It was 2 hours of shit started to get cringy. It started to get, but it needed to be addressed, guys, because we run around here focused on the wrong shit. We run around here focused all on the wrong shit, and it's the miseducation. Remember, when God said our people suffer for the lack of knowledge, he meant that shit. And there's too many people running around here with information that don't help them. It may help the next person, the person that gave it to them, but it do not help them. All right. Therefore, that makes you a liar. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's two types of liars. You have those that don't know they lying, all they doing running it with repeat information. We call it repeat information because you never put no work to go see if that shit true. You just repeating what you heard. And then you got those blatant liars. They just lie just because they lie. They just lie. They pathological liars. You know what I mean? Those are easy to spot. It's the people that don't know they lying. They get triggered when they hear the truth. Lying lips are an abomination, y'all. It's Sunday.
Oh, the reasons why people are fucking raw. Because y'all keep jumping y'all delusional asses under that particular video that I keep talking about. Men and women are not having sex nowadays unprotected with the sole goal to have a fucking baby. Do y'all understand that? Because a nigga is...
They doing it to escape. Y'all doing it to escape. Sex is a drug, right? And much like the alcohol and the weed that niggas be smoking, you know, yesterday was 420. Niggas smoke every single day. Niggas smoke 365 days of the year. But because yesterday was 420, right? And it's this big old thing where you just smoke yourself to death. Niggas actually smoked themselves to death yesterday, bro. Like at some point, right? How high are you going to be? You know what I mean? It's you can't escape. Just go on off yourself. That's what you really be wanting to do. And that's where you get the shootings and the murders, because people be walking dead men. They be walking dead men, but they cowards. They don't want to make it a suicide. They want to make it a homicide. Take somebody with them. Guys, that's too deep. And that's a whole nother live. But you know how we do.
Is willing to lay down with you with no protection. It does not mean he values you in a way where you should now want to produce an offspring with him. That is not where we're at right now. There are a lot of women that are sleeping with niggas and allowing niggas to sleep with them raw, and they have no intention on wanting a baby at the time of sleeping with this man raw with this man. People are fucking raw because they like the feeling of raw sex. The minute that y'all get out of that delusion that you got knocked up because a nigga was going with you and y'all was a family and it is the right thing to do to move forward and act as though this man was sleeping with you because he was trying to have a family and a baby, when the nigga was showing you, telling you, I just want some pussy, some raw pussy. The feeling of pussy outside of a condom on, it feels better to the big.
And young ladies, y'all know exactly. Y'all know y'all haven't developed the skills, right? Y'all like a restaurant. I tell y'all this all of the time. Y'all like a restaurant, right? And in this restaurant, y'all haven't developed the menu. Y'all haven't developed y'all menu yet. So y'all only got one thing to these guys, young lady. When you are undeveloped menu, when you're a restaurant with an undeveloped menu, people come into your spot for one thing and one thing only. It don't give a fuck about what else is on your undeveloped menu. When you're an undeveloped person and you don't have the skills to pay the bills, people gonna use you. Because you don't provide nothing else to them. You don't provide nothing. So if you don't provide nothing, all people can do is use you. Ladies, and y'all put yourself in these situations where y'all think y'all front and y'all think y'all could tell people how much value you have, but we clearly see you sleeping on a sliced bread, thin ass mattress. You know what I mean? But you outside looking, the vanity look good, the filter that you hide behind look good. Come on, sis. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better.
Big majority of people. Y'all want me to say it 17 more times? Because this is the part y'all skip over and y'all get y'all retarded asses on my page, delusional as fuck, right? Trying to have a conversation with a bitch like me in a realm that you can't even get in because you can't even understand this basic concept. People are not fucking wrong to have babies. And some of y'all, you know, you're on my platform. You 17, you 19, you 18, you 21, you 22, and you listening to your mama, you listening to your grandma and them, you listening to these old hoes that got 4, 5 kids with, you know, baby daddies that don't be fucking with them, that don't want nothing to do with them, that ain't never want no baby with them. You watching them and you letting them make you believe that child support and some fucking food stamps and some cash assistance or a goddamn housing voucher is valuable to our community, or it's gonna prove a point to a nigga. It's not. And this is bringing me to my next point. These niggas is not fucking y'all wrong because they want to have a family with y'all. These niggas is trying to get a nut off in raw pussy feels different than fucking pussy in a condom. With a condom. Can we just acknowledge that that is a fucking fact? And it's a fact for men and women. It's not just a fact for men. Y'all understand this? This is the delusional part that y'all skip over first. Is it irresponsible? Nobody's going to argue that it's not. Nobody. You'll never hear me say that it is not irresponsible to have unprotected sex with somebody that you don't intend to have a child with. It is very irresponsible. But do you understand these people are not having sex with you with anything about a baby on their mind? Half the time y'all be knowing nigga don't got no money, no mental capacity, no time, no value, no respect for you, right? Let alone a motherfucking baby that you produce. Half these niggas don't even like y'all because of the masculine attitude and the tone you take with a nigga, but they still like pussy. Every nigga is not gay. So there are some niggas that I just want to bust a nut. We vibe enough for me to be able to do that, and that's what I'm fucking you for. And yes, I'm fucking your ass raw, but it's not because I want a family with you. It's because I want the feeling of raw sex over the condom sex feeling. This is just a fact. Hey, young girl, it's Love Dorsey, one of the realest bitches you ever gonna meet. Hey, sister. Hey, queen. These niggas, it's not fucking y'all raw because they're in love with you deeply and they want you to keep producing offspring from them and have a family with you. That's not why they fucking you raw. Receive that in. Breathe and take it in. Because these hoes got y'all lost.
Abso-freaking-lutely, y'all. And guys, the truth hurt, but the truth is liberating. The truth is going to set you free. It's going to set you free. Understand that. Hold on, my timing on the ad-lib all messed up. Where my favorite ad-lib at? Reminder.
Have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you. It doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
All right.
And a woman raising children by herself produces the worst product. The worst. Look it up. The worst. Fuck looking it up. Look around your motherfucking community. Just look around your community. Especially if you black. Especially if you live in the hood. Especially if you in the realm of low income. Just look the fuck around. Look at the product that get produced by households that have no mature men involved. The worst. And I argue with your great grandma or your grandma or your mammy any day up and down this motherfucking internet about that fact. Right? So now let's go into the next fact, right? So you're not getting fucked on raw because a man want to have a baby with you. So young women, I'm sorry these bum-ass delusional hoes that told y'all wrong because they want y'all to repeat the same cycle they repeated when they was pregnant at 17, 19, 16, running around talking about they got this, they gonna do it by themselves. Then they turned around did the same thing at 23, and they turned around did the same thing at 33 from the same type of niggas that don't want their ass, right? And they keep producing this bum-ass product. I'm sorry.
Now they raising kids and they in classes doing shit like this, y'all. We got Zone, my guy Zone in the house. What's going on, Zone? Welcome to class, Zone.
Man, damn you for playing that clip, man. Damn you for playing that clip.
I didn't even know you was back there, Zone.
Damn you for playing that clip, man. Yo, what's going on, Goodbread? Salute to the chat. Salute to all the Goodbreads in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If y'all have not hit that subscribe button. And yeah.
Man, we having a good old time, Zone. You know what it is. We just telling the truth today. I got Love Dorsey in the house. So we're going to get back to love and, you know, do what we do.
Yes, sir.
Sorry that they told y'all wrong. I'm going to give y'all the real so you're not drinking the dumb bitch Kool-Aid, right? At your age, whether you're 40 or 17, a man wanting to come over to your house or invite you over to his house or take you to a hotel room. Your daddy should have taught you this, but your mammas don't want daddies around. They think they know everything and they can raise you by themselves. And this is why the fuck y'all delusional now, right? A man wanting to take you to a hotel room or you come to his house and he go to your house and sleep with you with no condoms. A man that pulls up with absolutely no protection on him and doesn't ask you about any protection. It does not mean he wants a baby with you. Baby girl,
you know that.
It does not mean he wants a child with you. Baby girl, it does not mean he's ready and responsible and disciplined enough to have a family and raise children. It does not mean that. It does not mean that. And sitting up here having all these babies from niggas, whether it's the same nigga or different niggas that don't actively get involved in these children's lives, it brings down your value. Yes, ma'am, it brings down your value. I don't give a fuck what bitch, ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, old, young want to argue with me. Love Dorsey gonna tell you the truth, baby. Love Dorsey gonna tell you the raw truth. It brings your value down as a woman. I don't give a fuck that they triggered because I'm saying this. I'm telling y'all what is good for y'all. Do not repeat the same shit that we did as women coming before y'all. Don't repeat that shit. It brings down your value when you lay up and keep pushing out babies with men that they're vocalizing, they're showing you, they're telling you verbally, non-verbally that they are not responsible enough or don't value you or the situation enough to stick around. That's not the times we're in. This is not your grandma in them times. This is not your granddad in them times. These niggas is missing father figures in their life. They grow up and they do not understand any sort of idea about a duty or a responsibility to the seed or the offspring that they created, even when they didn't want it. We're not in those times anymore. So, girl,
it's true. It's damn true.
Fucking you raw does not mean that he wants to produce a child with you or even cares about you or even loves you. Niggas will get raw pussy out of you with no love for you at all.
Look at me,
at
sis.
all.
I'm a guy.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry on behalf of women that may be older than you or women that may be dumber than you. I'm sorry that they did not tell you this, but I'm trying to wake you up on this live today. The next point is the responsibility of unprotected sex in regards to children. It falls on us. It falls on us.
Preach. Tell them one more time, love. It falls on us, right? Because you are a woman, right? Even though they might get triggered and want to say she a man, she's a tranny and all that because you telling the truth about them. But she said us. Hold on.
We have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you. It doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
This
Wide
slide
open.
today. The next point is the responsibility of unprotected sex in regards to children. It falls on us. It falls on us. It falls on us. It falls on us. The responsibility of having children from unprotected sex with men that show you no behavioral patterns of being a man ready for a family, having a baby or getting pregnant from a man who is telling you he don't want a baby with you. The responsibility falls on us. It doesn't fall on us because Love Dorsey is saying that. It falls on us because biology wise and scientifically, we are going to be affected. Our bodies, our mental, our emotional, everything about us as a woman, as the child grows inside of us more than the man. That's nature point number one. It's going to affect us more. That's why the responsibility falls on us more. Stop bringing up a nigga when I have these conversations with y'all about sitting up, letting y'all.
They can't help it though, love. They cannot help it, bro. No matter how you cut it to them, they cannot help it, bro. They got to bring up a nigga, yo. Look.
Miss Shine, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live, good question. If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now, if I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay, so you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
For the record, y'all, she hung up the phone, yo. She hung up the phone, bro. She never answered the question. And we know it'll be her. Same way it was him. It will be her. You are responsible, young lady.
Your body get tore up from the flow up producing a child, right? That's number one. When you have these babies outside of wedlock, meaning you're not married, meaning again, you with a man that has not turned in with you. He has not given a commitment or seen any real value in showing some discipline towards being with you. The laws even support that the responsibility is on you. That's the second reason why it's more important for you. The accountability is on you. It's not on niggas. It's on you. Your body is going to get it the worst. The laws in regards to where you live at in your state, I don't give a fuck. Kids born outside of wedlock, the responsibility legally is on the mother. The paternity has to first even be established before you can call a nigga any sort of deadbeat or non-deadbeat, meaning paternity being established is not your word. We don't take bitch's word for a baby belonging to a nigga. The court and laws deem a man responsible and, legally responsible or legally having rights over a child once you go down there and you swab their mouth, swab his mouth, and swab your mouth. That's another reason why the responsibility is on us, because we don't have to go get our mouth swabbed. We don't have to go wait for DNA results in order for the law to say we are responsible for this child to be fed, clothed, taken care of, sent to school, whatever it may be, right? I'm telling y'all because these other bitches want to see y'all make the same bum ass mistakes they make. They get triggered with me even saying that they value went the fuck down after laying up, having all the motherfucking kids that they could barely take care of. Next thing, right? A good majority since the late 60s, early 70s from systemic racism and governmental welfare programs and things like that, the colonialism, like I could go on, right? But just summing it up, these niggas is missing their father by the masses because of bitches that don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. And they didn't just wake up and decide to do this. It was something that was an agenda, right? So it's not that people is just doing this, right? The idea is it's something that was done to them in regards to psychological. It was programming into their mind that it is some sort of value in being a independent woman raising children by yourself. The results of that is everywhere in our dating pool, right? Times have changed.
I tell you this all of the time, yo. This whole gender war is between modern women, single mother raised boys, males, and modern women, single mother raised females, daughters, guys. That's a fact. That's who's sitting here bickering and arguing and fighting and ain't got no results, so they mad and pulling each other down and want to see the other one lose and shit. Women are responsible for creating, birthing, raising the same men they despise, guys.
I can't see my kids unless I get rid of this hoe I got. This hoe ain't go. My baby mama telling me I can't see my kids unless I get rid of this hoe I got. This hoe ain't going no motherfucking where. This hoe got 2 jobs, 2 cars, head good, yep, pussy good, yep, she a winner. Not going nowhere. I text her till I see my kids whenever. Don't give me an ultimatum, either that hoe or your kid. Shit, I'm choosing the hoe. I'm down on my luck too, ain't got no money, and when I need it, she giving it to me. Shit, that's a blessing from God. Not gonna do it, man. I love my kids dearly, but I love my hoe more. No, it sound messed up, but I'm saying I ain't got no car. I'm in her car right now, riding dirty. Flipping through the city, pulling up on my homeboy. They're like, you got a new car? Yup, even though I'm lying. My whole car, man. Shit, and I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect him. Told my baby mom, you got one more motherfucking time to call out her name. Her name is Tanya. Shit.
How can you not look at that energy right there and not see a single mother? How can you not look at that energy ozone? How can you not look at that energy right there and not see a single mother and not feel sorry for him? We need a child survivors act, bro. Then these moms won't be getting away with murder.
The same way that her name is Tonya. Damn.
But he right though. He right. But I just hope he know Shorty finna slide the next nigga in there. These chicks, they want to control your life, but they still gonna do some whole freak shit. You know what I mean? They just don't want you to have a female. That's all. But
That's a fact.
damn.
He just there for the raw D.
And he better make sure that the baby is his. He better make sure the baby he doing all that for is his.
You better DNA test Tonya. You better.
Tonya. She got one more time. She got one more time, boy.
Her name is Tonya. Motherfucker was serious.
Stop thinking that it is some sort of payback or flex, right? To have a baby by a nigga that don't want a baby with you and then put him on child support and be absolutely unpleasant to him, his family, your community for the next 20, 30 years because of the struggles you going through with that baby. That's what the majority of these hoes are doing. And they get on the internet, dress up with wigs and makeup on, and they make y'all think it's something cute about this, but it is not. I don't give a damn what a bitch get on here and type how many paragraphs. If you see a long paragraph in disagreement with what I'm saying, it's one of those delusional bitches that I'm speaking about. There is nothing cute about single mothering. This shit is tough. It is mentally damaging. It is damaging for the children. It produces the worst product. It makes you unpleasant a good majority of the time until you get a grip on yourself. They're not telling y'all this.
That's a whole fact, y'all. They not telling y'all that. And we spoke a whole lot today and tonight about this evening about we spoke a lot about motherfucking babies. Another thing that they not telling y'all ladies, right? You need to practice being more responsible for your own coochie, because not only is it babies you might have to worry about that'll slow your whole roll. That monster, that disease. It's so many diseases out here, ladies, and it's diseases now that are chew through the condom. So you can wear a condom, you can require a condom, but you know what I mean? It is still do it. It is still, you'll still catch it. So you must really, really be responsible for your coochie. You got to stop falling for the man that give you, you know what I mean? Stop falling for the man and wait for the man, all right, ladies? Because y'all don't care. Y'all don't worry about what the man is doing to y'all. Y'all worry about what the man is doing for y'all. And that's when y'all get caught up with these babies, you know what I mean, that y'all incentivized for. But now this shit, they don't pay y'all to have HIV. They don't pay y'all to have HIV now. So you don't get a bag if you wide open and you catch HIV now, right? You could blame the man all you want. You could blame the man all you want. You still caught HIV, right? You still was supposed to be responsible for your coochie. All right, let's roll out the main event, guys. Cause I'd rather show y'all better than I could tell y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all see the cute little thing in the thumbnail. She cute, right? Hope y'all ain't clicking here thinking that she ain't got AIDS. That girl got AIDS. That girl in the thumbnail, she got that snappy happy dugout. Yes, she do. Zone, you want to add anything before we get into this crap right here? This craziness.
Nah, bro, you cooking.
Go get tested. I don't look like I have HIV. How can you tell when a person looks like they have HIV? If you're looking at me now and you don't think that I look like I have HIV. Y'all said y'all wanted the tea, so I'm gonna give you the tea. A lot of the symptoms that I experienced while I was going through the acute stage of HIV are symptoms, with the exclusion of some, but most of them are symptoms that people experience when they're battling a cold or like the flu or COVID. There are a few overlaps. That doesn't mean that you have HIV. And I will add on that a lot of people are asymptomatic. A lot of people don't experience the same symptoms that I did. And that does not mean that they don't have HIV. If you feel like you have been exposed to HIV, go get tested. What were my symptoms during the acute stage of HIV? And the acute stage just basically means when the infection first enters the body. I experienced a slew of symptoms, starting with extreme fatigue. I had the worst fatigue I've ever experienced in my life. I don't even think me pushing out a baby was as tiresome. I had to nap multiple times a day. I experienced fevers like every single day. My acute stage lasted, I think, about 3 to 4 weeks, although it felt like an eternity. At one point, I was just like, God, am I really gonna die? Is this the way that I go out? I didn't realize how serious fatigue is. So when I experienced the fever, I went straight to the hospital. I don't play about those fevers. And they basically sent me home because they tested me for everything except HIV. So they tested me for chlamydia, gonorrhea, all the STDs, and they tested me for strep and for the flu. I took so many freaking pregnancy tests and not one HIV test. When people leave me comments like, oh, she doesn't look like she's HIV positive. She doesn't look like she has HIV. I don't.
You gonna fuck around and find out. You sound like you want to fuck around and find out, boy. Don't play. I hope none of my good breads want to take that risk, bro. That's a calculated risk, bro, that you ain't ever coming back from. Man, y'all crazy, bro. Man, listen. I'm not sleeping with the people that had it. I don't give a fuck how they get cured and all that, because there's a cure for that shit. It's a way for that shit to go undetected and all that nasty shit that they be promoting them shits in that clinic, yo. Them clinics ain't no good. The clinics want to keep the people fucked up, bro. I'm telling you, they be promoting that shit in them clinics. You go
That's
there
a fact.
you go there to clear something up, Zone, and they sitting there marketing some shit, some little sneaky shit to you, like.
Yeah, that's the whole
Crazy.
truth. It's no they don't want cured people. They want perpetual patients. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a whole fact.
Don't I though? Don't I look like I have HIV? I mean, what does HIV actually look like? I think you guys were expecting me to look like 50 Cent did in that one movie. I did, however, lose a lot of weight during that time. I lost about 15 to 20 pounds. I was trying to gain weight. That was during the time that I was trying to get like fit thick. slim, thick. I literally look like skin and bones. Okay, so HIV has this personality of its own because like when you have like the flu or when you have a cold, like you're consistently feeling like bad. But with HIV, or with the acute stage at least, I would wake up some days and feel like I was on top of the world. Like finally, no fever, finally, no nausea, finally, no diarrhea. Excuse me. There was one day specifically that I remember that I woke up with virtually no symptoms, I thought. And I went to go take a shower and I start like scrubbing my hand and my arm, and I looked down and I had red dots everywhere, little tiny red dots everywhere. I literally started Googling symptoms of chickenpox. At least I know that I was trying to fight off chickenpox. No, there was no itchiness. If you were to touch my skin, you wouldn't feel bumps. There was nothing there except the red dots. And I had red dots all over my arms and all over my legs and maybe in my back, but I couldn't tell. I also began to experience cold sweats in the middle of the day, mixed with the fever. So I was like burning up and freezing at the same time. Like that's when I was really at my wit's end, just asking for an answer. Like at this point, I didn't care what I was diagnosed with. I just wanted to know what was going to make this stop. The doctors sending me home, that even with antibiotics, was terrifying. And they're like, we can't give you antibiotics. You're not fighting a bacterial infection. You're fighting a viral infection. Eventually, all of the symptoms subsided. One thing that persisted continuously after was, number one, the weight loss. Number two, thrush. So if you don't know what thrush is, it is basically like a continual yeast infection. Oh my God, it was so uncomfortable. It was so painful to have because I was still with the guy who infected me. It's crazy because I told him that I didn't want to see him. I don't want to get you sick. I don't know what I have. Like, don't worry. You can't give me anything. Yeah, he was definitely right about that. So that is actually what compelled me to go to the clinic, because I'm like, the doctors are sending me home. The BV medication is not working. And I went to the clinic because of the yeast infection. And that is when they said, Bianca, can you please come with me to the room? And I was like, and they sat me down and they were like, your test came back positive for HIV. I'm not gonna lie, a part of me was just so glad that there was an answer to everything that I had gone through. I'm not necessarily sure if this is gonna satisfy all the questions that you guys had, but this was my experience with HIV. I'm going to share some pictures and videos so that you can see how deadly this virus is and how horrible my symptoms were. If you're experiencing one or more of these symptoms, like it doesn't mean that you have HIV, but it doesn't mean that you don't have something else. So it's just good to go get tested, get all blood work done, and stay safe out there. That's all I can say. This was actually, the worst moment of my life. So have grace. Oh my God. So basically what they told me at the hospital, they think that it's like a viral infection of some sort. What infection? I have no idea. But the one thing that I do know is A, is not contagious because it's not a bacterial infection. B, there's nothing to treat it with. You just have to let the sickness or whatever virus I have its course. So I don't even know what to say. It's really overwhelming, but I'm trying to stay positive and in high spirits. I've been crying all day. And yeah.
Don't cry now. Don't cry now. Shoe fly, don't cry now. Cause you be out there with that same mindset of Miss America, thinking that the man is supposed to be responsible for your coochie, right? Cause now you want to say, well, who giving women AIDS? But if women are the door, then she gave herself AIDS. Women are responsible for sex, ma'am. She gave herself AIDS. Women are giving themselves AIDS. You know what I mean? That's my answer. But then my brother right here hit us with some facts. The snot ball, you know what I mean? So you know they ain't gonna like him. They ain't gonna like him. Because with a name like that, he ain't supposed to have these facts. These ain't facts, because that name right there ain't right. That name, I don't like that name. So you know how they do. But in any event, recent news reported the rise in STD rates amongst Black women in Houston. But they did not report a corresponding rate of infections amongst Black men. Why? Okay. Who we got? Start working for my guy, my geyser. Start working for you too. What's going on, my guy?
What up?
Appreciate you, man. You already know.
Man, this is one hell of a story here.
Yes, man. We got to bring it alive. We got to teach our next generation of sisters. We got to give them a chance to win. Because clearly the previous generation, they didn't have a chance to win. They immediately cling to the dumb shit their mama and their grandmother taught them that didn't work for them. And they seen that it ain't work for them. So we gonna try to save some of the young ladies and make them boost the standard of coochie. Too many whack, weak niggas got access to coochie because they got money. You see how that's the sacrifice women don't want to make. They want to blame man for everything. But you keep opening the door. They keep opening the door for these viruses.
She acting like it's nothing. That's what threw me off. It's like she don't even. It seemed like it didn't even bother her. She had the monkey, man.
Yo, check this out. Like, so I just want to respond to the Miss America comment when she said, well, if it's a she, that Black men are the ones that's spreading the HIV. Well, the way that I see it, let's say this is true, right? Let's say that Black men are the ones who are spreading the HIV the most, right? Well, we know that HIV is passed mostly through same-sex sex, right? So that would mean that the women that are getting it are having sexual intercourse with men that are doing that, right? Now, we know that women have more sex than men, right? So that would mean the minority of men have it. But we know that women have sex regardless of race, ethnicity, whatever. We know that women have more sex than men. So when you really think about that logic, who is really responsible for spreading? And I'll leave it at that.
Mic drop. It's always gonna be crickets, yo. It's always gonna be crickets because they can't answer this.
Miss Shine, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live, good question. If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now, if I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay, so you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
And then on top of that, right, On top of that, this lady is still in the dating field because we're gonna get to that. Because I was waiting for Miss America to come on because we would have had a respectful dialogue here, because now she would have had to explain to me why is this lady freely moving around in the dating market, just going on dates and shit. Like, because I got a video. I got the video. You know, I'm not going to lie on nobody, because that's lying lips are an abomination. I'm not going to bear false witness on nobody. I'm just here to educate my peoples.
She can't be telling them that she got that. I can't see a bunch of dudes dating her, and she telling them that she's infected. I can't believe that.
Bro, I got a video with her and her baby father. She got pregnant while knowing she had the monster, bro.
What?
These women ruin generations to come. But I'm getting ahead of myself. See, I wanted to pull that out on the flying kangaroo and the monkey and the roach that jumped on this panel with all that with all that energy. I mean, I was saving it for them. But I don't need to ambush them now. So that's what's coming. That's still to come on the show, guys. So stick around. 5,000 in the house. What's going on, yo?
What's going on, fellas?
Beezy.
Beezy, what
Yay,
up?
yay, yay. Oh, man, shit, man. I come to answer the dumb question.
The floor is
Let me
yours,
put it
sir.
back up there. Let me put it back up there. Let me put it back up there then, man. Let me put it back up there, because that's what it's about. It's about these conversations, getting to know, learning answers. You know what I mean? Because we got answers. We got answers. Miss America, quiet like a motherfucker. But it's all right. If you're going to be quiet and learn, then I'm with that. Then I get it. You didn't know. She didn't know. She just didn't know.
And I know everybody got access to Google.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to Google a few white men that spread HIV to multiple black women.
Mm.
It's been a few of them cases out there.
He took it, he went in a whole different direction, which is true though, but it's a fact. You're going in the truth now. We're going into the truth. Google it, y'all. Google that.
Now, this is the woman that doesn't require men to wear protection. Not just black men, but white men and any other man she has sex with. So I'm gonna tell you how irresponsible this bitch is. Y'all freeze up?
No, we listening.
Okay, shit. I seen Zone was still like a motherfucker. What you looking at, Zone? You looking at your computer?
Yeah, it's the way I got the angle set up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting on the ism, man. I was
everybody got
locked in.
everybody got quiet as a motherfucker. But check this out. So when it comes to sex, as far as men and women, who takes the occupation of being a prostitute?
The woman.
The female.
Exactly. So when you're a prostitute, how many sexual partners do you usually have a day?
More than one.
How many days in a year?
365.
So when you start multiplying them numbers, because we talk about body count a lot or whatever, but like, see, the thing is with these prostitute, and most of these bitches have the spirit of prostitution in them. It seems like when you ask them about body count, they only tell you about who they like. They don't tell you about who they actually have sex with.
Who they used.
Right. And see, that's the danger of like most square niggas, because like a bitch likes to reinvent herself a lot. So they're not going to tell you about their occupation. and what they do every once in a while, or when they need some money, or who took them out to dinner, because these bitches like to have free dinners too. So that the square bitches, they like to have free dinners, and the only way they can repay you for that free dinner is having sex. The only way this bitch can show you that she likes you is having sex, because most of them don't pay you. You see, a pimp requires a bitch to pay him when she likes him. A square only requires sex. So of course this bitch is not going to tell you the truth. She'll never tell you about how many abortions she had either. So for this dumbass bitch to ask a stupid ass question and act like she don't know who the fuck she is, or who she's surrounded by, and the females in her family and the female friends she has, and the nasty ass shit that she does, that's the dumbest question ever. Who the fuck is giving you HIV? Whoever the fuck you having sex with. And then you got to realize this: most of these bitches have bad taste in men, and they fuck out of desperation. So the thing is, for them to support, it ain't tricking if you got it. So that means you like tricks. So guess what tricks do? Have sex with prostitutes.
Yeah.
So if you happy about having a relationship with a trick, then there go your high risk right there too, because tricks have sex with who? Prostitutes. And a lot of nasty shit that they do is like, let's say a hoe doesn't have discipline. And most of the bitches that don't have discipline are bitches that are renegades, that don't have pimps, because a pimp, a real one, is going to require his bitch to use condoms because he'd like to fuck her. You see what I'm saying? So a renegade bitch does not give a fuck, because she does stupid shit every day, all day, just like the regular bitch, and take chances with her pussy. Because you got to think, any bitch that sells her pussy doesn't give a fuck about her pussy. But men care about pussy all day, every day. That's why men put pussy over everything. Most men.
Most men.
Yeah.
Drop.
Because of
motherfucking mic drop.
Hold on.
Will you please stop balling up and folding up and so we can't even figure out what it is? It's going to be $1 just laid out in there. It's all right. It won't hurt our feelings. We had to go to Family Dollar and buy iron. To iron out all the dollars, because we can't even tell what they are. I work in the trustee ministry, and we're trying to go to Golden Corral too. By the time we iron out all the dollars, everything is closed. And we don't even cook on Sunday no more. So just lay it in the plate. It's still going to be $1. Amen? Come on, y'all. Let's just get along. Come on. Help us out. Because we ushers. We ushers. Amen? We here to serve it. And
we ushers. Man.
Boy.
Five.
Yeah, man.
What you ate, man? What you ate for breakfast, man?
Man, I ain't ate yet, man. I've been sipping on this water, mate.
Oh man, that's some holy water right
no
there.
Mountain
Boy.
Dew, no Gatorade, just the water. Okay.
No.
All right, let's get back to this, because I got more stuff for her, man. I got to see how she was on that date, man.
Let's get it.
I mean, there's nothing else for me to do. Drink Theraflu, continue, kidneys, Tylenol, NyQuil.
Hell of a way to live, I tell you, man.
I'm so tired.
Hey, Brad, this the bro. We did a show on this bro before, didn't we?
Yeah. This is an update.
Show up for yourself. Choose life.
It's her newest video.
Remember that things don't happen
Yeah.
to you.
Remember we was trying to figure out who that baby came from?
Like that.
Yeah.
If I remember right, didn't that dude look kind of zesty? Wasn't he like a convict or something she was dating?
I think somebody, yeah, he looked like he just got home. He just came home. Thirst. Out thirst trapping. Look, still thirst trapping. Look, why is you showing anybody that behind, yo? That behind is infested. That shit is an
It's
infestation.
radioactive, man.
Yo, that shit, yo. Man, yo.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Ain't nothing
In
but
there.
doo-doo in there.
Lassie.
Man, and ladies, yo, y'all gonna mess around and find out. No more of this, all right, sisters? No more of this shit right here.
You hitting from the back, beating my shit in. I asked you why it feel like that. You said feel like what? I tell you meat to meat. You said you took the rubber off. So I'm throwing it back even harder. You tell me you got the nut, so I'm throwing it back even harder. You got the one hand on the neck, one thumb in ass, hitting my shit, beating it the fuck in. Now you nut. You leave the money on the dresser for a plan B. 2 days later, you calling my phone asking me, did I take it? Take what? I left the money on the dresser for the plan what?
Basically,
Sheesh.
he blocked me. He blocked me, and like I've been like really down about it because
He blocked you because he found out you had that shit, bitch. You shouldn't have told him straight up.
basically he blocked me. He blocked me, and like I've been like really down about it because it's like it's nothing that I did, and like he's just not like giving me a shot, and it kind of sucks because
You a
I've never
shot,
been in this kind of
bitch.
position.
Bitch, do he look like the hospital? The hospital gives shots. You need a shot, man. Do he look like a bar? The bar gives shots. You ain't getting no shots, sis. You ain't getting a shot in nowhere. No. Yo, the Bronx is radioactive, bro. This is a Bronx product, bro. She's from the Bronx, bro. Be
Hey,
warned.
bro. Hey, man. On a serious note, whoever having sex with this bitch need to take this video to the police, man. This bitch should be locked up. You knowingly have HIV and you out here actively having sex with dudes.
Yeah, that's a crime, man.
That shit is a crime, bro.
Yeah, that is a crime.
Right.
I thought that
Hey,
was a crime.
and you know, I was talking about, you know, a certain lifestyle, right, that these bitches live, but I'm telling you right now, the common square bitch is nastier than the hoe.
Yes, sir.
So don't get that twisted, right? Because you know, all the men that's listening right now, just think of how many times you got head without a condom. You see what I'm saying? Now you got to look at that female that you having sex with, right? Now a prostitute is gonna put a condom on somebody's dick before they suck it. A square won't. So you got to think which bitch is nastier. You would think a hoe is nastier, but really the common bitch is the nastiest bitch ever. You walk around and you see in your community all these bitches pushing babies, right? And then you see how Maury got rich and all these paternity test shows get rich because there's some square bitch that's having multiple sexual partners in a short amount of time. And she got pregnant. So just think about how many sexual partners this square ass bitch is having with unprotected sex with multiple dudes before she even gets pregnant and after she gets pregnant, because majority of the prostitutes already have a baby. So these single moms, some of them make up the majority of the strippers and the prostitutes because, you know, that's how they finance themselves.
Mega game on that one right there, bro.
So, you know what I'm saying, when you sitting around falling in love and kissing in the mouth a bitch, and you see how fast she go down on you or whatever the case may be. I mean, that's how fast she went down on the last nigga. A lot of these niggas is tasting another nigga's dick.
That's a fact.
You got niggas talking about eating groceries and shit, eating the bitch from the back, and you know, doing some of the nastiest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm surprised most of these niggas' mouths ain't getting pregnant. About
That's wild, yo. I never really understood that. That's wild, man. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild.
Yo, I gotta watch my title. Yo, this nigga Bell running around here with the money in the bank, yo. Bell fucking around trying to cash in tonight.
God.
Yeah, it's a cold game out here, man.
Nasty work, bro. Nasty work. Nasty work.
All these old overly romantic ass niggas, man. That's why I be saying, man, like, you know, because see the vision I have and the reality I have in my mind. So, you know, now I got to talk about the passport nigga, right?
Yeah, I'm about to go there though. Hold on, I was about to go there too.
Okay.
I was going to say salute to our sister, and I would like y'all to see that this is one of the girls that y'all would dub a sister for, right? She radioactive, yo. So this is why I want to teach my sisters, and I know y'all sisters might be like, she not black. That's a good thing, right? You got to be responsible for your coochie, because that monster don't play the color game that y'all play. That monster not out here picking black and white and Spanish and this and that. So, you know what I mean? Y'all play the colors game. Y'all play the crayon game. But that monster and the truth don't play the crayon game, guys. So
Well, numbers don't lie either. I mean, that's all you got to do is Google the highest rate of HIV in America, and you'll see what states they're in. And they're usually in southern states and over there on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
These overly sexual mamacitas. These mamacitas.
No, I'm talking about niggas, overly sexual niggas. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to look at, you know, I mean, shit, we just had a show. You just had the documentary of Mobb Deep. You see his dad died from HIV. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to think of the high risk needle users where they are, because obviously his mama was fucking with a dope fiend, and a lot of bitches be fucking with dope fiends. So not only is it the sex, but it's the drug use, and then it's the drug use mixed with the sex, because these bitches, dope fiends, are still having sex with regular bitches, and these regular bitches is still letting these dope fiends run raw on them. And then motherfuckers be breaking up all the time. You know what I'm saying? These relationships don't last. So they go from one sexual partner to the next sexual partner, the next sexual partner. You know what I'm saying? These bitches fuck with their feelings, not with their brains. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Damn, goddamn, good Lord, man. Call the police. One more time on that hashtag, Daddy. What he said again? My pen at? My motherfucking pen at? What you said, nigga?
Hey,
you said bitches think what they.
He said
they
these
think
bitches fuck with their
They
emotion.
fuck with their feelings, not with their brains. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like, what is that broad name? Cubana Lust, right? That video vixen that's out there homeless, and she's a dope fiend, and she's HIV positive right now. She's still out there having sex. And see, the thing is, even this little bitch right here, she's still a cute, fine bitch, right? Even though she ain't even made up right here, but she's still a cute bitch. Got a little body on her still. And I'm gonna tell you something. Have you ever seen a cute, fine bitch that was homeless?
Never.
I'm gonna say no.
They pretend to be. They pretend to be.
Well, pretending and being really, really homeless is two different things. Because you know why? There's always a dude that's gonna take her in and fuck her.
Mm-hmm. She could
Facts.
she could sell that coochie
As long
to
as she's
anybody.
cute, as long as she still appealing to somebody, there's always gonna be a place for her.
That's cool. Let's get back into this right here, guys. I want to see her go on this date.
I've never felt this kind of rejection. I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself because I did tell him and I wasn't ashamed when I told him. That's like really big for me because I'm finally like embracing and getting confidence in this new journey that I'm on.
No. You saw it? She was chilling or posted up or hugged up like, oh man, yo. It's always a simp.
And getting confidence in this new journey that I'm on.
I'm gonna like just record some stuff. Like I'm gonna be talking, so don't like it's
Same
not
chick.
okay. Okay.
Same chick, Michael.
So this is like the perfect example of just dying to your ego, essentially. And I'm in a lift right now. I don't necessarily feel 100% comfortable, let alone confident in speaking to a camera, but the more you put yourself out there, the easier.
Sis, you mad comfortable and you making bad choices and decisions because you in the back of a cab. This nigga hear your story right now. You say the wrong thing, nigga, freak out and kick you the fuck out the cab. Like, you gotta stop putting yourself at risk for attention. Like, you can hold off on this live. You can wait till you get there where you gotta go and do this live, sis. You shouldn't be out there dating, yo. You should. This is not cool, yo. This is a crime, bro. This is criminal, yo.
Shit is foul.
People crazy in this world. Y'all know y'all raised some crazy ass motherfucking little niggas. That cab driver could flip at any minute once you say some HIV shit out your mouth.
See how she think it's a game? Talking about a journey and all this old stupid shit.
A journey, right? You heard it, right? Like it's like
a journey to
It
live
will
on a
become.
journey.
So the way that I did it is that I started off in baby steps. So I didn't just wake up one day and tell the whole world my deepest, darkest secrets, you know? I started off with baby steps, telling one person, dealing with that, going through those emotions, telling another person, going through those emotions. And every single time that I told my friend, you know, about, yeah. So every single time I told a friend, it was almost like practice. I was practicing, and then eventually I felt like I would have enough courage and enough practice to tell my parents. So that's how that started. And then, like I mentioned before, I was basically thrown into the arena, and I felt like I had no choice but to go public with my diagnosis because of all the other people that I feared he may have infected, which in case he did. So
your ass out here dating and you talking about what he did, bitch. You went public because you know the niggas you fucked, yo. And you know the circumstance at which you met the nigga you gave that shit to. He just died before you had a chance to die.
that's kind of how that also ended up happening. I felt like I really didn't have a choice at that point. And then on top of that, I don't know if, again, I blame a lot of things, or I think a lot of things to my sign being in Sagittarius, and I do not like people having anything.
Wait a minute. I'm seeing a recurring theme, yo. Didn't we do a review or reaction to another one of these Sagittarius women, yo? Because I could be tripping, bro. I could be tripping, but we always running into these Sagittarius women. I could have sworn April Jones used the Sagittarius card last night, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna go check, but I ain't
Nah, you
wrong.
right.
I
You
know.
right.
I know.
You right. Because I remember you commentating on it when she said it.
Cause then I brought up Nicki. Then I brought up Nicki Minaj, the ultimate Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Hey, but see, the thing is, this broad right here could be April Jones. It could be Sierra. It could be all these celebrities that we look up to, because guess what? Most of these celebrity bitches got babies by celebrity niggas. And guess what these celebrity niggas do? Fuck everything moving. Look at Drake. Look at Nick Cannon. Look at every dude that got access to pussy, they got money. They have multiple sexual partners. And most of these bitches are having babies by these dudes. And these bitches is going from dick to dick to dick. The dudes are going from bitches to bitches to bitches. It's a nasty pool out there, because I'm gonna tell you something. For the regular nigga, you know, we talk all this high-powered shit on the internet and talk about how discipline and how much morals and principles and shit you got. But guess what these niggas do? These niggas would take a bitch on the most expensive date to try to impress the bitch, right? You know the best impressive date you could take a bitch on? To the clinic. And these niggas will not do it because you don't want to blow the chance of having sex with the bitch.
Yo.
But the
my
thing
God.
is, the goal is to have sex with the bitch. So why
Man.
aren't you know what I'm saying? Like when you go buy a car, you go get a Carfax, go get the cat fax from the bitch, man. Take the bitch to the clinic.
Woo, I got to say that one. Cat facts.
Yo, my guy Will M said, yo, I had a shorty told me she had ate the HIV few weeks after we hooked up from some dude in college, and told me we can still hook up cause it comes in flares. Shorty be tripping. Man.
Hey,
Man.
Wow.
hey, cause check this out, man. I mean, you know, and since that dumbass question was asked earlier, now be honest with yourself, black men, because most of you black men date black women. When have you ever heard in the duration of the relationship you had with that black woman, did she ever tell you she going to go get a checkup? Which should happen every 6 months on a regular, but depending on how many sexual partners and how much she has sex, it should be more often than that. When have you ever heard that? Oh, I got a doctor's appointment. You know what I'm saying? Because usually these bitches only go to the doctor when they're pregnant, or you know, when that disease flares up. So
Right.
so y'all ask yourselves, you know what I'm saying? Think about the bitches that you fucked with, and ask yourself, or you know, when did she ever tell you she was going to the doctor? And if she did it twice a year, even.
Man.
She'll tell you when she going to get her nails done, and when she want to get her hair braided and get some weave put in her hair. But she, you know, did she ever tell you about that thing that's gonna keep you safe?
For real. Taking
The
that
shit
cookie
that
to
you
the
the shit
clinic.
that you hold all to. That's the shit you, and fellas, you should care about that thing right there. That's the shit that you do it all for. You literally
Yep.
die for that shit. So you supposed to make sure that thing
Yeah,
right.
but don't overthink it. Just think about it. Like when does this ever happen?
It don't happen, Five. You know that shit don't happen. These chicks be worried about what the nigga do for them instead of what the nigga doing to them. You know what I mean? This why they able to stay in relationships, and then for 8 years, because I was in an abusive relationship with a narcissist for 8
Yeah, I mean, you
years.
know, I'm just addressing that dumbass question.
Incredible, bro. Candy girl, go somewhere, man, because you probably got Sexy Red in your car. You probably just finished listening to Sexy Red on your way out the church. Go sit the fuck down, miss.
Man, your fucking name is Candy Girl. Get the fuck out of here. The
Right.
fuck?
You know what I mean? Get out of here.
over me. And I felt as though if I kept this thing a secret, somewhere down the line, someone, some way, somehow was going to use that against me. And once I found out that I was pregnant, I realized that I had to do this not just for myself, but for my daughter, because shame starts off very small, but over time it gets bigger and bigger and uglier, and more stories start supporting the idea of what shame is or whatever it is that you're ashamed about. And then you start trying to do more things.
Sis, Candy Girl, you're not a grown woman, sis. You're a child, sis. Because
And
grown
not,
women have
hey,
emotional control and they know how to manage their emotions. So no matter what is said or how it's said on this here show, grown women know how to sit down and listen, sit down and participate, or just leave if it's not for them. So you are a child, ma'am. All right,
hey,
Candy Girl.
hey. And another thing, you stupid motherfucker, you got this bitch talking motherfuckers into HIV, and you worried about the word bitch. This bitch out here trying to kill somebody, and you sitting up here worried about what I call this bitch. You stupid motherfucker.
Stupid bitch.
You see it? They always worried about the paper cut and never the big old gash in their forehead. You know what I mean? Never the big gash. They always worry about the paper cut. Come on, you're gonna bleed out, man. You're gonna bleed out worrying about stupid shit, yo. The stupid shit is us calling her a bitch. The real shit is she gonna catch your son out there because your son like cute Spanish bitches. Your son like cute Spanish bitches, mamacitas. So she gonna give your son it. That's what we talking about.
Like this
All right?
punk ass Candy Girl bitch thinking about humanity. Why don't you go find this bitch and stop her then?
You know what I mean? You
Oh,
know what it was,
Habitat
Bob?
for Humanity ass bitch.
It triggered that. It triggered that a little bit. You know the old ones. They don't like when
And
we
I don't
talk
give a
like
fuck. Ain't
this.
nobody gonna censor me.
The old ones, they don't like when we talk like this. But the old ones, we just trying to prevent and help you with some shit you could have had, but you didn't do. But you was out there doing this.
Remember you in prayer. Anyone else have a word from the Lord, a testimony of God's good? Come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out there prostitutes, having oral sex with my mouth, licking me in balls.
Amen. We
Hey,
cannot bury it.
and just in case you a homosexual, Candy Girl, you know, most of you homosexuals, before you turn homosexual, you have some dick in your life. And a lot of times you dip back on dick. So you know you going face first in the pussy.
They passing that shit around.
So you already know you got a nasty ass mouth.
Hell yeah, over freak themselves.
Yo, Simone, let's hear some more of this. Let's hear some more of this strategy on how she gonna get old girl son. Cause she finna go get old girl son. Her and Miss America. Miss America. It's the Miss American Candy Girls. That's what they knew. They the dumb hoe party in the chat. The Miss American Candy Girls.
You become a person that you don't want to be. You start lying, you start hiding things, and all to cover up this one little thing that you think is so bad or so ugly or too much for people to handle, and you become someone that you can't even recognize. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to become that person. I wanted this to have no power over me, and the only way that you can do that is by exposing it. The only way that you take the power away from shame is by exposing said thing that you're ashamed of. That's how it loses its power. And in silence, in secrecy, is how that shame grows. So, step one, you love yourself. You accept yourself exactly how you are. There is nothing that you can do to...
See, this is why loving yourself before you get caught out there, repenting your sins, getting to know God before now you got some shit, some uncurable shit. This is why all that is important, sis. Cause now she finna do what these divorced women do, right? Same shit that Tia Mowry run around here doing, right? Talking about how she happy she divorced cause she get the heal and she get the fix and this. You supposed to be healing yourself before you bust it wide open. I mean, before you bust it wide open, you're supposed to love yourself. If you start to learn, young ladies, love yourself more before you get into these relationships with men. Learn you. Same way I tell the men, learn you. Learn who you is so that you won't run into people who don't know who they is, and then all it is a using relationship. She using you, you using her. Learn who you are. Learn who you are first. You know what I mean? Can't nobody love you the way you want to be loved until you learn how you want to be loved. Y'all be wanting people to make you their all, right? You want to be their all, and you're not even your all, bro. Sis, you don't even love you enough to require fucking niggas to wear a condom. Like you think that niggas wear without a condom equal love. You think that a nigga coming at you without a condom is he love me. And in fact, y'all don't even respect the niggas at some point. Y'all look at the niggas that come at y'all with condoms as lame-os. Because the majority of niggas that y'all do fuck with, y'all fuck with for control. Them niggas is retarded, bro. Y'all know the niggas y'all be picking with is retarded, bro. Them niggas will fuck a roach if it got a butt, yo. And y'all be picking them.
And you got to think about any nigga that you know in a penitentiary got a baby. So these bitches fuck with felons. These bitches fuck with anything on earth. They have no standards. So don't get it twisted by a bitch thinking she too good for you or whatever the case may be, because that's all you got to do is check this bitch's sexual resume. Usually you don't even got to ask a question. That's all you got to do is just listen, because this bitch is always going to talk about her ex and talk about what she don't like or whatever, because she's trying to groom you and for you not to do what her ex did to her. But the thing is, man, it's just man, I had a thought in my head earlier, man. But go ahead, man. Keep it going, man. It's gonna come back.
No doubt. Ladies, y'all got to up the standard. Like in the wild, ladies, right? A real queen is not mating with a nigga that don't got a strong mane. A strong man, a real queen lion. She not mating with a nigga that got a strong mane. It don't matter how much money the little beta male lions have. This is the part where y'all keep fucking up. This is the part that is y'all responsible for this. Y'all keep reproducing with these weak dudes, and y'all doing it now deliberately. Y'all doing it deliberately to prove a point to the dudes that y'all can't work. Y'all got to dig in the mud. Y'all got to get rid of all that information that didn't work for your mama and your grandmama, and you got to really do the work now, and it start with learning who you are. And you got to accept some things that you might have been taught that you believed, you took to your Holy Spirit, which is your subconscious mind, and you believe that shit to be a fact. But sis, please stop making choices and decisions with that dumb shit. Please, you got to set the standard for Kuchi.
I know what I was gonna talk about.
Yeah, bro.
See, she's trying to take away shame, right?
Yes.
And see, shame is what kept, I mean, especially back in the day before society got so motherfucking sensitive. Shame is what kept people in check. And see, the thing is with this unshaming movement is it's removing people from being uncheckable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like back in the day, like your homeboys, you know, you had a group of homeboys, right? You had law and order in your friendships, right? And there was do's and don'ts. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas cross the line, I mean, you know, it was an understanding that nigga, you did wrong. And you get checked, right? So now a lot of people don't know the difference between wrong and right because they're always trying to justify their wrongs. You see what I'm saying? Like this bitch is trying to over-explain and normalize her secrets and all this shit. But see, the thing is, hold on, bro. Hold on. The thing is, when you have these secrets, that's when bullshit grows. See what I'm saying? Bitch, you got a deadly secret. And you trying to slip it into society and give it to one nigga after the next. This motherfucker, you sitting up here thinking like you going on a romantic date, but you don't know you taking a nigga to his deathbed while you trying to have fun.
That's a fact.
Yo,
you see what I'm saying?
Wait, can I gotta interject?
Y'all about to address the comments in the chat.
Yeah, I want to address one of the comments, right? So Rashawn Woodson says, man, listen, just go get other races of females, period. That's what I do. Well, here's the thing, Rashawn. I live in Phoenix, Scottsdale to be specific. Okay, the population of women here, the majority of them are white. Now, if you go to your Googles, Arizona right now is one of the highest states for syphilis. So what does that tell you?
Oh, but I want to talk to Magic, all they do is talk shit online while they make $16 an hour and share apartments with their roommates. Why does that matter? Why does my result matter? What do you do?
Who does that? Who the fuck is they talking about?
I don't know, but they, they
they
always
do. Who
use
is
they,
they?
the imaginary person, like Sky Zaddy. All they do is talk shit online. What do? You know
I
a
don't know.
lot
He
about.
might be talking about females. Who I mean, he ain't specific about who he talking about.
No. This one ain't talking about females, bro. This is why I said let me get to the chat. Cause this one right here been sideline hating throughout the whole show. They hate themselves and the single mom that raised them. See, this I've been following along.
Oh, okay. I see
that
the little
yeah.
they is you losers. So how the fuck do you know who's living with who? Nigga, do you work for the Consensus Bureau or something, nigga?
Can you imagine spending your Sunday afternoon as a grown man hating on black women? That's what you was just talking about. See, as you was talking about removing shame, right? This was popping up. So that's why I wanted to go back to this, because this was a comment for you right here, Five. They don't want shame. They don't want us to they want to hide that cat box. They want to dig shit and put it in the cat box. So you want to answer her?
Is it a female or is it a dude?
I'm gonna address it as this is a bitch comment. So this
Well,
a
I
bitch
mean,
made comment. So I'm gonna address it as a female. I mean, do pronouns do I mean, I don't play that
see, the
shit.
thing is, you don't even know that this is helping your dumb ass. Because if you are a female, you might have a daughter, you might have a son, or whatever the case may be that need to hear the truth. Because obviously you a lying motherfucker, and you like to perpetuate lies and shit, and think everything is okay out here in the community. You know what I'm saying? So, you might be this dumb bitch one day sitting in an Uber trying to go on a date, trying to give somebody the HIV that you might got right now. Because it sounds like your brain is infected with some sucker shit. But
and for the person that say all we do is yap, the link been dropped. You jump on the link and respectfully show us some actions, since you know what it is. Since yapping ain't what's gonna help us.
But not only that, but you worried about what we doing with our Sunday, motherfucker. You in the goddamn chat on a Sunday. You ain't got shit else to do, you dumb motherfucker. So you are being entertained, and now you just twerking in the motherfucking chat trying to get some attention.
You jump on the link, bro. I'm trying to get in another one. I'm trying to get in another one right now, bro. That's the wrestling match. You know what I
You
mean? I won.
stupid.
I'm trying to give
That's
him
like,
another match right now,
hey,
bro.
that's
You
like,
jump your ass on
hey,
this link.
that's like a bitch in the club and she run into her boyfriend in the club. What you doing here? What you doing
Yeah.
here? You
All
both
that
in the
all that
club?
typing.
You're
All that
both in
typing
the
but can't hit
club,
the
so
link.
bitch. Well, shit, bitch. We educating and entertaining, and you in there getting entertained. You stupid motherfucker. Now you just trying to join the show.
You
Oh
niggers are
man.
clowns. Like
Yo,
what?
let's
I
get back
mean,
to the show, man. Let's get back to the show, man.
yo, this
To
bitch is
turn
funny, man.
back the hands in time. What happened happened. Here's where we are. If people are going to love you, they're going to love you for who you are, no matter what. Okay. So that's number one. You realize and you understand that you're worthy of love, that you are worthy of being accepted and respected, regardless of whatever is happening in your life. Step two, you take baby steps. Take baby steps with telling people, like low risk people, right? Oh no, don't let this be my nail. It's them. Hello? Yeah, I'm 1 minute away. I'm crossing Queens Boulevard. Yeah, but I'm in the car, so there's like a little bit of traffic. Okay, bye-bye. Right, so you start practicing baby steps. Tell low-risk people, tell your close friends.
And salute to you, yo. And look here, guys, chat. Don't let none of them little dusty little women that be getting triggered. I told you, them little ring around the neck. Them are sisters that got a black ring around their neck for no fucking reason, yo. Just cause it just be hot and cold for them. Cause you know when that shit, they get so bloated that it's just like this. So they get this tell them to go like this. You're gonna see a black ring. Don't let them women discourage the chat, bro. Don't let them discourage the chat. Can nobody shame, bash, or distract us? We gonna make entertainment out of all of them, yo. You know what I mean? Because on a one-on-one tip, I talk to they little kids, right? And they think they raising a Jesus Christ, but that little motherfucker don't know shit except for how to clean their house up. That's all that kid know. And everything else, he boo-boo the fool, right? So I talk to these little kids. Unlike these bitches that want to sit their ass and give orders. I talk one-on-one with your little kid, and they tell me, you not that great. You not the GOAT, man. You not the GOAT you think you are, man. You taught them nothing. So y'all triggered over here. But salute to those that understand and have kids and know that you might not be able to attract a masculine male figure for the kid due to whatever experiences you went to, but you know where to bring your kid to once he starts showing signs of weakness. You know where it's at, and you ain't even got to bring it to my channel. You come sit your ass in the chat, take in all this goodness and truth, and then go give it to him your way. But in any event, it's useful, it's helpful, and ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. Get on that link. Y'all be talking crazy, but y'all don't want to get on that link. Hit that link. It's Sunday. I didn't
You
drop
know
the
they
link.
ain't gonna do that shit. They just want to be in the chat, man, trying
They
to
want
twerk and shit
attention.
like that, man. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, the regulars and the supporters, y'all smarter than these dumb motherfuckers coming up with these dumbass comments. So y'all have fun with them dumbass niggas in the comments saying stupid shit. Because
Yeah,
because the thing is, they sitting up here defending this shit
they
because
got
they got shit
HIV
to
themselves,
hold
boy. They
on,
got
because they got shit to hide.
they got that shit. They got that HIV themselves, boy. They got that snappy yappy dugout, boy. Either that or they just obese and nobody want to fuck with them. Nobody want to fuck with them. That's all.
Yeah. It's some about this conversation that's triggering you. Maybe it's you a prostitute. Maybe you know your boyfriend was a trick.
No,
You
they
know what I'm
like Raw
saying?
D. They like Raw D, but they don't like to be accountable and responsible for the pleasure of Raw D. That's what it is, yo. Yeah, they like Raw D, and they know we uncovering the mask now, cause you not a victim, bitch. You set your stupid ass up there like this. You set up there, your little fat, stinking ass up there with your legs all up, and you let that boy nut all in you. And you ain't a victim, sis. Yeah. Uh-huh. Now you got a little fat baby, and you're mad because he don't want nothing to do with you, and you're sad. You're sad. You don't like nothing to do with love. Anybody living a lovely life, anybody happy and is smiling as much as I'm smiling, you just can't stand. I see you. Black don't crack, but it sure do expand. You're a roach. You're a roach. Let's get back.
Friends, obviously start by telling the people that you're sleeping with. That's number one, first and foremost, and that's probably one of the hardest ones to tell, but you have to say it. You have to tell them, right? Low risk people, then practice telling people that you care about their opinions a little bit more and a little bit more. And then you don't have to go my route. You don't have to go and tell the world, but you can start putting yourself out there, starting to date, starting to, get your needs fulfilled, essentially, which for me, it was companionship. I realized and I accepted very early on that my diagnosis was not going to impact my chances at finding love. And of course, maybe that's like something unrealistic to think, because in fact it did impact it, but in the best way possible, right? It definitely limited my pool of people, but I ended up getting the best person that I could have possibly ever imagined, manifested, etc. And that's a whole nother video. I'll talk about how I was able to manifest my fiance. But for the purpose of this video, even though I stayed in my relationship,
She says she manifested a fiance. Hey, yo, how you do that? How you do that? How you manifest a fiance with you have AIDS and you manifest a fiance? Woo.
She waited till he got released. She don't mind.
That's what she did. She found the jailbird nigga and was that nigga called. She was that nigga day and night call. And when he got released, boy, sold to the thirstiest thirsty nigga.
After I found out that I was HIV positive, I stayed with that person. It wasn't because I felt like I wasn't going to be in love again, or I wasn't going to find another person again. Like, I genuinely loved this person, even though he infected me. I loved him and I wanted to see the best in him, and I wanted him to get better and heal and whatever. Even though he didn't do any of those things, which is why we ended up breaking up, or why I ended up leaving. But I did not think that I was going to be alone. Like, that never crossed my mind. I, in fact, wanted to be single for a while. I needed therapy after that relationship. Like, I was not in a good place mentally, emotionally, and I was finally getting my physical body back to a healthy state of being. Because remember, like, I went undiagnosed for a few months and it was literally killing my body. So that belief was never mine. I never accepted in my mind that I was going to be single and alone because of this diagnosis. And so I think that if this is a belief that you're struggling with, if this is a belief that you say, oh, well, who's going to want me if I'm HIV positive? Who's going to want me or want to, build with me or love me or whatever? Start changing those thoughts. The way that you do that is you introduce a new thought. Whether it's, I accept myself exactly as I am worthy of being accepted.
She's saying lies. She's saying lie to yourself, pump yourself up with some lies, keep gassing. Who is gassing them? That's what she's saying, you know what I mean? And yo, it's not hard to get on this link, so don't even start lying. In fact, one of my guys just jumped right back on the link. You know what I mean? The same link that you got. So it's not hard to jump on this link because you got all this energy. You know what I mean? You got all these answers, Sway. You know what I mean? Jump on this link. You know what I mean? Jump on this link. And if you stop running around here with them old ass Android phones and get you an iPhone, man, you wouldn't have a problem. If you are
Not
really
the
trying.
not the motherfucker saying you got multiple roommates and y'all only make $16 an hour.
No. Yes.
Oh, it's another motherfucker. Or no. What you talking about?
Yeah, it's that motherfucker. It's that nigga.
Oh, so you got a cheap ass phone and you don't even know how to hit a link? You broke motherfucker. You ain't updated with technology.
I'm
Dumb
worthy of
motherfucker.
love. I am worthy of finding someone that loves me for who I am. Things like that. Start affirming those things and saying this every single day. Look at yourself in the mirror. There's so much power when you speak to yourself, speak onto yourself, right? So start by doing those small affirmations until you actually believe it. And once you believe it, it will be your reality. Anyway, I'm here at my nail appointment. Thank you so much for everything.
I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say, but I know y'all sisters y'all better be more responsible. Y'all better be more caring of what these guys is giving y'all. You know what I mean? Instead of what they doing for y'all. Y'all better be more responsible because at the end of the day,
have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you. It doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
Wide open. So guys, we gonna wrap the show on up. Zone, we gonna start with you. Then we gonna go to you, my guys. Stop working. And then we gonna close it out. 5,000, man. Go ahead, Bell. Zone, it's on you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, great show as usual, Mr. Goodbread. Salute to everybody that showed up for the great infotainment. I hope y'all learned something. And fellas, you know what I'm saying? As long as you put yourself first of all, you got to put God first. You know what I'm saying? You got to put God first. And then as long as you put yourself after that, as long as you find your purpose, as long as you find something that you could dedicate yourself to, and you understand how valuable you are, and you understand how valuable your life is, you ain't got to worry about all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I'm 35. You know, I never had to deal with this, the HIV. I never had to deal with, anything like that because I've been responsible. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing like being able to get older in life and still have your life intact and still be able to make money and, still be able to be healthy. So value your health, value yourself. And you don't got to worry about getting tripped up with all these females. Another thing I want to say too, when I worked for the military, y'all, a lot of people think, oh, these are soldiers, these are healthy people and all this kind of stuff. But you guys would be surprised how these soldiers would go overseas, doing things for the country, saving the world, taking on dangerous missions, only to come back and have something that's incurable. They did all this amazing shit, only to come back home to their barracks and have something that's incurable. And I had to see that day in and day out. And it was one of the most discouraging things I ever seen. These guys, they go off and they do amazing things and they end up having to be on pills and all this medication for the rest of their lives. And a lot of them, they come back and they end up dying in the VA hospital. So I've been in the medical profession, involved with it for over a decade. And I've seen a lot and I've heard a lot. So it's nothing more valuable than your health. So take care of yourself so that you could remain here to do great things. That's all I got.
You up next, stop working.
This show right here hit a nerve because I'm noticing how we don't care about our life now. We've been through so much just to sit and take life for granted. So everybody out there who's watching the show, subscribe first off, but think about what you're doing when you're out there in the world. Take it serious. Life is too short to make dumb ass decisions. Think about what you're doing. Think about the outcome. Think about what it affects and who it affects. Not just you, but somebody else. I'm going to keep that short and sweet. Y'all have a blessed week, and I'll be back.
Yes, indeed. Hey, man. This right here, this is a narcissistic, HIV having bitch. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. This it was all about her. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, this bitch got children, or at least a child, and it was all about her, right? So like, man, no accountability whatsoever. Because when she got it, or when she got diagnosed, she blamed it on a dead man. And she was already in a relationship with another man. So she don't know how she got it. She just blamed it on somebody. And the thing is, man, with this no accountability shit, now, if she infects somebody, do you think she's really gonna take accountability? Absolutely not. Some way, somehow, if she gets caught or whatever, or motherfucker narrow it down to, oh bitch, you gave me HIV, and somebody look at these goddamn videos that she done made, you know what I'm saying? She's basically telling on herself already. You know what I'm saying? But she's knowingly out here having sex with multiple dudes, right? So any dude that knows this bitch, you better do your motherfucking homework. Or any other broad, you better do your homework. But hey, man, like I said, man, the shit is real. I know it's some overly romantic ass niggas out here, and niggas be jumping out the window for the box. But hey, man, the best date you can take your female on, or any kind of female on, go to the clinic. That's the realest shit you could ever do. Hey, man, let's go to the clinic, man, before we start this relationship, man. I want to see where, you know what I'm saying? Let's put it all on the table. Let's see where we both are right now in life. You know what I'm saying? And any bitch that would decline to do that, you better not fuck with that bitch, because she hiding something. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was the, you know, like, let's say if you was to ask, hey, man, let's switch phones for a day. And the bitch is, hey, and she neglecting, she got something to hide. So as far as your health, man, you got to look after yourself, man, because that temporary shit, that temporary feeling, or that temporary relationship can fuck with you for the rest of your life. And some temporary shit can affect some permanent shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know, we be having like, you know, random conversations and shit like that, man. If you ain't got health insurance, then that means you don't go to the doctors regularly. So ask a motherfucker, men or women, you know what I'm saying? You got health insurance? It's a random question, but it's necessary. But yeah, man, everybody, man, you know, just be careful and be mindful, man, about who you're dealing with, man, and because we are in a whore culture right now, and these bitches are monetizing their pussies, and they out here, you know, having random sex with random motherfuckers for a little bit of change. And ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody using no kind of morals or principles or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, like it seems like society is trying to cloud shame, and they trying to cloud order, and you know what I'm saying? Rules and regulations and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it gets moved around so much that, you know what I'm saying, like certain motherfuckers can just get away with certain shit, you know. So I just you know, man, y'all just got to have your morals and principles together, man, and have your rules and regulations about yourself and what you deal with and people that deal with you. You know what I'm saying? So keep them borders up, man. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, yo. Salute to my panel. Appreciate y'all all. Y'all already know I'm gonna keep it short on the closing. The only way to avoid accountability is to be responsible. You know what I mean? The only way to avoid being accountable is to be responsible. Now I know this stream, it triggered a lot of you sisters, and it triggered a lot of you know what I mean, sensitive women, and you dumb-minded women, because when you hear me talk this way about you being responsible, you must include the man. But I never once said the men are not going to be responsible for their responsibility, the smart ones, that is. But you got to learn how to focus on yourself and stop being so quick to push your self-improvement on the next person. That's why you never self-improve, sis. That's why you continue to make the same mistakes. Because the minute somebody, your ops, not even say somebody, your ops, because remember, your ops tell you the shit you don't like. I'm your op, right? So you don't like me, I don't like you, right? If I find out you are obese, I'm gonna poke fun at that, right? And that is true. It may be mean, it may be whatever you say, insensitive, but that is gonna be the truth, right? And if you work on that, then I can't poke fun on that. But then if you work on that, then you self-improve, because you probably don't like the fact that you're obese yourself. You see, y'all don't like your ops, but your ops be the ones telling you the truth. Now you go sit around your family members who lie and, oh, you look good, girl, you look good, precious, and you never grow. That's a message in its own right there, man. But y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Keep thinking I'm your ops, yo. Keep thinking that the people that tell you the truth about yourself is your ops, and them loved ones that sit around you and play let's pretend are not. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Let's bring shame back. You know what I mean? Hashtag put papers on the bitch. You know what I mean? Y'all already know, guys. Handle your handle, y'all. Make yourself the prize. We're gonna end with all of the content that we played today. You know what I mean? With the exception of the long videos, that is. But all right, y'all, we out of here.
I don't look like I have HIV. How can you tell when a person looks like they have HIV? If you're looking at me now and you don't think that I look like I have HIV. Y'all said y'all wanted the tea, so I'm gonna give you the tea. A lot of the symptoms that I experienced while I was going through the acute stage of HIV are symptoms, with the exclusion of some, but most of them are symptoms that people experience when they're battling a cold or like the flu or COVID. There are a few overlaps. That doesn't mean that you have HIV. And I will add on that a lot of people are asymptomatic. A lot of people don't experience the same symptoms that I did. And that does not mean that they don't have HIV. If you...
Miss Shine, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live. Good question. If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who is responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now, if I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay, so you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
Older men that are true, established alpha men, okay? They avoid older women because older women are broken. You have lived through too much. You have seen too much, you have experienced too much, you have been exposed to too much trauma that you carry those scars with you. You are a lot harder to mold. So finding a younger woman it's a lot easier for them to mold this woman into what they need, put her through. This is why you see some men, some older men would get divorced and they would marry a younger woman. And now he's going to find somebody that he can actually hopefully have a happier life with, and he's not trying to make the same mistakes twice. And unless you are an older woman that is going to therapy, or for whatever reason you just happen to have God's gift where you just learn from your experiences and you know how to drop them and you don't carry those scars with you, you know how hard it is to deal with somebody that has past traumas and to have to work through them with them. So it's a lot easier for them to get a younger woman.
Can you date somebody that think they the prize? No, I mean, the man is always the prize. Remember that. They try to say happy wife, happy life. A happy man is God's plan.
Preach it, Brother Teddy. You are a godsend.
So, and for all the brothers that's watching this, you got to always make sure you go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, right? But in order to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, you got to celebrate yourself, right? How you think creates how you feel becomes an emotion, that emotion becomes a vibration, that vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So what you put out is going to come back to you. So once you on that vibration of celebrating yourself, the bitches that's going to tolerate you are going to run from you because you're not going to attract them, you're going to repel them.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.